Do you want to learn English faster and have fun at the same time? Stories are one of the best ways to do it. While listening, you understand real grammar, real vocabulary, and natural English without memorizing rules. That's how native speakers learn, and now you can do the same. So, get comfortable and enjoy today's exciting story. Don't forget to subscribe, give this video a like, and turn on the bell icon so you never miss our daily English learning stories. Jack had always wanted to climb a mountain, not a small hill, not a rocky trail near his house, a real mountain, a mountain with snow, clouds, and danger, something unforgettable. That's why, when he flew to Japan for the summer, he knew exactly what he wanted to do. He wanted to climb Mount Fuji. He had seen it in pictures all his life, a perfect white cone rising into the sky. Tourists took photos from far away, but Jack didn't want to just look at it. He wanted to stand on top of it. He started preparing right away. He bought a strong backpack, new hiking shoes, and a headlamp. He downloaded maps and watched videos. He read blogs by people who had done it before. Some said it was easy. Others said it was harder than it looked. Jack didn't care. He wanted to try. He took a train to a small town near the mountain. From there, he took a bus to the 5th station, a popular starting point. He was full of energy and excitement. The air was thinner, cooler. He tightened the straps on his backpack and looked up. The peak was still hidden behind clouds. Jack wasn't climbing alone. There were other hikers on the trail, some younger, some older. Many wore bright jackets and carried walking sticks. Jack nodded at them as he passed. He liked moving fast. He didn't stop often. He wanted to reach the top before sunrise. After hours of walking, the sky started to darken. Clouds moved in, and the wind picked up. Jack stopped for a moment, pulled out his jacket, and took a drink of water. He looked around. The view was already amazing. Green hills stretched out below, and the towns looked like toys. He kept climbing, higher and higher. The path turned rocky and steep. Every step took more effort. He breathed heavily, but he didn't stop. Other hikers were resting, but Jack pushed on. He didn't want to miss the sunrise. He reached the top just before dawn. The wind was cold and sharp. His face was red, and his hands were shaking. But when he looked east, he saw a thin line of gold appearing on the horizon. Then it happened. The sun came up. Light spread across the sky, touching the clouds, the rocks, and the people standing around him. Everyone went quiet. Jack stared. He had never seen anything like it. It wasn't just beautiful. It felt like a dream. A moment he would remember forever. After a while, people started moving again. Some took photos. Some opened snacks. Jack sat down and reached for his phone. He took a few quick pictures, then took out a sandwich. He didn't feel hungry, but he knew he needed energy for the trip back down. He rested for about 20 minutes. He didn't want to leave, but he knew he had to. The weather on Mount Fuji changed quickly. Staying too long was risky. He stood up, stretched, and started heading down. But something didn't feel right. He looked at his back. His backpack was gone. At first, he thought maybe he had put it on already. Maybe it was just hanging strangely. But no. His back felt light. Too light. He spun around, looked at the ground. Nothing. His backpack wasn't there. Panic hit him like a wave. That bag had everything. His passport, his wallet, his phone charger, his return ticket, his camera, his extra clothes. He remembered clearly. He had taken it off when he sat down to eat, and he had placed it next to a rock. Now it was gone. He looked around quickly. Maybe someone had moved it. Maybe it had rolled away. He asked a man nearby using simple English. The man shook his head and pointed to a group of hikers already heading down the path. Jack ran to catch up with them. He asked again, louder this time. A woman said she saw a blue backpack but thought it belonged to someone else. Jack's backpack was blue. He ran back to the top. His heart was beating fast again, but not from climbing. He searched behind rocks, under benches, near the small hut. Still nothing. Then he saw a man in a red jacket waving. Jack hurried over. The man pointed to a corner near the edge. There, sitting quietly behind a stone wall, was the backpack. Jack let out a breath so deep it almost made him dizzy. He ran over and grabbed it. He opened it quickly. Everything was there. Nothing had been stolen. He thanked the man several times. The man smiled and gave him a thumbs up. Jack sat down again, holding the backpack close. He felt a strange mix of relief and embarrassment. How could he forget something so important? How could he almost walk down a mountain without it? He stayed there for a few more minutes, calming his nerves. Then, more carefully this time, he put on the backpack, checked the straps, and started walking down again. The way down was harder than he expected. His legs were tired, and the ground was slippery. The sun was high now, and the clouds were thin. He passed other hikers going up, smiling and breathing hard. He smiled back, but inside he felt different now. He had come looking for adventure. He had found it, but not in the way he expected. When he finally reached the 5th station again, he sat on a bench and drank a bottle of water in one long gulp. His legs were sore. His face was sunburned. But he was happy. He didn't take many photos that day. He didn't post anything online. But he had a story. A real story. One he would tell again and again. About how he climbed Mount Fuji and almost left his whole life sitting at the top. You just learned English without realizing it. You made it. By listening to this story, you learned natural grammar, sentence structure, and useful words, all while enjoying the adventure. That's the magic of learning through stories. We post new stories every day, so be sure to subscribe, like, and hit the bell icon so you never miss one. Now it's your turn. Have you ever lost something important while traveling? What would you do if you left your bag at the top of a mountain? Tell us in the comments. We read every single one.